Part 2 of trying my hand at making a layered cake with a little bit of piping, which I have not done in years, so I was a little nervous. If you saw part 1, I made the cake layers and the caramel sauce last week. That was really nice because it was just nice to split up the tasks into multiple days. I also did make a practice cake last week just because I was nervous, but it honestly turned out a little bit better than this cake did, so love that for me. I made a chocolate layer cake. I added a little bit of frosting on top of each layer before I added the caramel sauce, just because I was nervous that the caramel sauce would go down into the cake, and I didn't want that. I didn't want it to soak into the cake, but I think the sauce was thick enough that I probably wouldn't have had to. So I did a 3-layer cake for the actual event. I covered it in buttercream frosting, first with a crumb coat, and then I stuck it in the freezer for a little bit. Then we went in to finish it off. I added a chocolate ganache to the cake, which is really nice because then your buttercream doesn't have to be super smooth and look perfect. I did try to do a little bit of piping on top, and it worked out okay, but definitely wasn't amazing. My frosting just didn't thicken enough, and my piping didn't want to sit right. I don't know, but it still looked really nice. I added a little bit of chocolate shavings on top from a chocolate bar I had left over from Christmas, and it was so good. It was so delicious. This is one of my favorite cakes that I have ever made.